Welcome back to Coin Explorer. Today we're diving deep into the world of hidden treasures, the kind that might be sitting quietly in your drawer, jingling in your change jar, or tucked away in an old wallet. That's right, we're talking about a coin that may look ordinary to the untrained eye, but carries the kind of story and mystery that could make collectors' hearts race. Are you ready? Because this is the legendary 1994 South African 5 Rand coin. A piece of metal, yes, but possibly a piece of history worth more than anyone ever expected. How much more? Well, let's just say, collectors around the world have valued rare specimens of this coin in the thousands, lakhs, and even millions of dollars, depending on condition, rarity, and some fascinating details we're about to uncover. So before you dismiss that old coin box or overlook that South African coin in your collection, listen closely. This might just be the story that turns a forgotten relic into something life-changing. Let's start with what you can actually see. The 1994 South African 5 Rand coin was struck in nickel-plated copper, giving it a distinctive silver-white sheen that holds up well against time. It's approximately 26 millimeters in diameter, weighing in at 9.5 grams, making it heavier and larger than the 1 Rand or 2 Rand coins of the same era. On the obverse side, that's the front, you'll find South Africa's coat of arms, detailed and intricate, surrounded by the name South Africa, printed in one of the country's official languages. In 1994, this could have been English, Afrikaans, Zulu, or one of the other recognized languages. And yes, some language variations are believed to be rarer than others. On the reverse side, the coin showcases a powerful image. The black wildebeest, also known as the white-tailed gnu, captured mid-stride in a majestic, almost cinematic pose. Below it, the numeral 5 and the word Rand are inscribed in bold. Surrounding the animal is a ring of raised dots that gives the coin a polished, formal look. But what lies beneath this metallic shine? That's where things start to get really interesting. 1994 and South African history. To understand the true significance of this coin, we need to zoom out, not with a microscope, but with a historical lens. 1994 wasn't just any year for South Africa. It was the dawn of a new era. After decades of apartheid and global isolation, the nation held its first fully democratic elections. And in a moment that shook the world, Nelson Mandela, freedom fighter, prisoner, and global icon, became South Africa's first black president. It was a year of transformation, a year of rebuilding, a year of hope and uncertainty. And it was against this backdrop that the 5 Rand coin entered circulation. While millions of South Africans were casting their votes for the first time, the South African Mint was busy striking coins that would represent a newly united country. Coins that weren't just monetary tools, but symbols of a profound political and cultural shift. And it's this historical weight, this deep symbolic value, that makes the 1994 5 Rand coin more than just a coin. It's a time capsule from one of the most pivotal years in the nation's history. What makes some coins so valuable? Now let's get into the burning question. Why could this coin be worth thousands, lakhs, or even millions of dollars? Well, in the world of coin collecting, or numismatics, rarity is king. And the 1994 5 Rand coin checks several important boxes that drive up collector interest. First, there's the possibility of limited mintage. While official numbers exist, it's believed that special editions, test strikes, or low-circulation regional batches may have been produced. Some of these coins could have ended up in regular circulation completely by accident, and today they're like gold to collectors. Second, we've got minting anomalies. Over the years, reports have emerged of double strikes, off-centered images, die cracks, or rotated dies, small flaws that occurred during the minting process. These so-called errors often turn ordinary coins into extraordinary finds. Third, and here's where it gets really compelling, is the historical context. Coins minted during significant national milestones often carry a premium. And with the fall of apartheid and Mandela's rise to power, 1994 wasn't just a significant year. It was a global turning point. So when you combine these elements, rarity, condition, error anomalies, and historical importance, you end up with a coin that's more than just valuable. It's priceless. A collector's dream, stories from around the world. Let's talk real-world discoveries. In 2022, a collector in Canada was reviewing a bulk purchase of international coins from an estate sale. Amid coins from Kenya, Nigeria, and Botswana, he stumbled upon a 1994 South African 5 Rand coin that looked different. The wildebeest image appeared slightly rotated. The rim wasn't perfectly centered. Intrigued, he sent it in for grading. It came back with a mint state MS rating of 67, near flawless condition. But even more exciting, the grading service noted a die rotation error of nearly 30 degrees, a significant anomaly in the coin world. That coin ended up being showcased at a European coin exhibition and was estimated by private collectors to be worth well into the six-figure range. Some even speculated that, due to its political timing and rarity, it could attract seven-figure bids in the right auction. And this wasn't an isolated case. From Germany to Australia, coin collectors have reported finding 1994 5 Rand coins with subtle variations, different rim textures, shifted lettering, even unusual weight differences that suggest experimental strikes. Could this detail add value? Here's something most people overlook: the language used on the coin. As mentioned earlier, South Africa's coins rotate the country's name across different official languages each year. For the 1994 series, coins were produced with names in English, Afrikaans, Xhosa, Zulu, and more. Some collectors believe that coins featuring less common languages like Venda or Ndebele are far rarer than their English or Afrikaans counterparts. Combine this with a die flaw or a pristine grade, and you've got a potential jackpot. So when you're examining your 1994 5 Rand coin, don't just look at the front and back. Read the text. It could be the key to unlocking extraordinary value. Signs of a high-value coin. Want to know if your 1994 5 Rand coin might be worth a fortune? Here's what to look for. Condition. Coins in uncirculated or near mint condition, graded MS 65 or higher, are extremely desirable. Error types. Look for off-center strikes, double dies, rotated images, or uneven rims. Language variations. Coins with inscriptions in rarer languages may be in higher demand. Weight discrepancies. Anomalies in weight or thickness could indicate test strikes or minting errors. Color and tone. Some coins naturally age into a golden hue due to oxidation. Collectors love these naturally toned coins, especially when the color is even and eye-catching. Why professional certification matters. If you think your coin might be special, don't guess. Get it graded. Professional services like NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Company, or PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, can examine your coin under high-powered magnification, confirm its authenticity, note any errors, and assign it an official grade. A coin that might be worth $500 without grading could easily jump to $50,000 or more with the right certification, especially if it's tied to an error, rarity, or historical context, like the 1994 South African 5 Rand. The emotional and historical value. But let's be clear, the 1994 5 Rand coin isn't just valuable because of its potential price tag. It's valuable because it tells a story. It captures a nation reborn, a people reclaiming their voice, and a legacy of resilience and unity. It's a small piece of metal with a big message, and owning one is like owning a fragment of South Africa's soul. Could you be holding a treasure? So here's the real question. Do you have one? Is there a 1994 5 Rand coin sitting in your collection, quietly waiting to be discovered? Maybe it has an error. Maybe it's in perfect condition. Maybe it's one of those mysterious variants with the rare language or unique tone. Only one way to find out. Grab a magnifying glass, weigh it, inspect the rim, look closely at the wildebeest, search for anything unusual, and most importantly, consider having it graded, because the next great coin story the one that collectors talk about for years, might begin with you. Thanks for watching, Coin Explorers. If stories like this fascinate you, hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and share it with fellow treasure hunters. You never know who might be sitting on something spectacular. And remember, in the world of coins, anything is possible. A simple 5 rand could be worth more than a vacation, more than a luxury car, or even more than a house. Stay curious, stay sharp, and as always, check your change. Because sometimes a small coin can hold a story that changes everything.